The Outrage, a True Story by Aleksandr Kuprin, narrated by Tony Bottoms. It was 5 o'clock on a July afternoon, and the heat was terrible. The whole of the huge stone-built town breathed out heat like a glowing furnace. The glare of the white-walled house was insufferable. The asphalt pavement grew soft and burned the feet. The shadows of the acacia spread over the cobbled road, pitiful and weary. They, too, seemed hot. The sea, pale in sunlight, lay heavy and immobile as one dead. Over the streets hung a white dust. In the foyer of one of the private theaters, a small committee of local barristers who had undertaken to conduct the case of those who had suffered in the last pogrom against the Jews was reaching the end of its daily task. There were 19 of them, all juniors, young, progressive, and conscientious men. The sitting was without formality, and white suits of duck, flannel, and alpaca were in the majority. They sat anywhere at little marble tables, and a chairman stood in front of an empty counter where chocolates were sold in the winter. The barristers were quite exhausted by the heat which poured in through the windows. With the dazzling sunlight and the noise of the streets, the proceedings went lazily and with certain irritation. A tall young man with a fair mustache and thin hair was in the chair. He was dreaming voluptuously how he would be off in an instant on his new-bought bicycle to the bungalow. He would undress quickly and without waiting to cool, still bathed in sweat, would fling himself in the clear, cold, sweet-smelling sea. His whole body was enervated and tense, thrilled by the thought. Impatiently moving the papers before him, he spoke in a drowsy voice. So Joseph Mordavinci will conduct the case of Rubinich. Perhaps there is still a statement to be made on the order of the day. His youngest college, a short, stout carrot, very black and lively, said in a whisper so everyone could hear, on the order of the day, the best thing would be a ice kvass. The chairman gave him a stern side glance, but could not restrain a smile. He sighed and put both hands on the table to raise himself and declare the meeting closed. When the doorkeeper, who stood at the entrance of the theater, suddenly moved forward and said, "There are 7 people outside, sir. They want to come in." The chairman looked impatiently round the company. "What is to be done, gentlemen?" Voices were heard. "Next time, basta. Let 'em put it in writing. If they'll get it over quickly, decide it at once. Let 'em go to the devil. It's like bowling pitch." "Let them in." The chairman gave a sign with his head, annoyed. "Then bring me a vichy, please. But it must be cold." The porter opened the door and called down the corridor, "Come in. They say you may." Then 7 of the most surprising and unexpected individuals filed into the foyer. First appeared a full-grown, confident man in a smart suit.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?